Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys about my C-section experience. Okay, I'm sorry. She won't let me record my video today. Come on, tell everybody why. She just wanna be a little crybaby today. Okay. She's so fat. Can't fix your little head. But yeah. So she is 3 months. 3 months and a day. No, 3 months and 2 days. 3 months and 2 days. Okay, so when they took me to the operation room, like I said, they asked me general questions, my name, who's here with me and all of that. And then they had this little stick. It was like this short. And then they was like, okay, I'm gonna run this along your waist. Just tell me if you can feel this. So they did it or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I can feel that. And then they was like, okay. So then my husband, he came in. And, you know, it distracted me, I guess. And then I'm like, oh, hey. Because he came in from, I'm glad he actually made it on time, like before the actual whatever, because he went to go move our stuff out of our old apartment into the storage. So he made it back on time. And then I'm just talking to him for like at least 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know. And then the doctor was like, oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, but just let me know if you can feel this. And then she did it again. Then I'm like, no, I can't feel it. And then they was like, okay, here's the baby, Dad. Is it a girl? Is it a girl? I'm like, what? I'm like, wow, really? Already? They was like, yeah, here's your baby, Mom. How she looks. Is she a beauty? Is she a beauty? I'm like, yeah, she's a beauty. She's beautiful. And then, yeah, so the only thing I got to see of my baby was like, let me show you. Oh, she's so heavy. Was just like this, just the chin, her nose, and then that was it. That's the only thing I saw. I didn't get to do, well, I could have done it, but they didn't do it. They didn't do skin to skin. I couldn't even touch her or like hold her hand. All I could do was look at her. And yeah, so it's like immediately after they took her out and then they gave her to my husband, he had her for like, I think like a minute and a half. Not that long. They took her to like the table, or maybe it was before. I don't know. I really can't remember, but I know he no longer had her. So I guess they took her down to the NICU because she was born 36/6, right? So they had to take her down to the NICU just to make sure she was okay and all of that, which she was. She was okay. But it wasn't until the next day, literally the next day, because she was born at 6:24 p.m. And it wasn't until the next day, like at 10 or 12, that I was able to see her. Like, that's the day I went down, because I'm telling the nurse, I'm like, can I go downstairs to see my baby? It was like, how you feel? I'm like, I'm feeling good. Can I go downstairs and see my baby? They was like, okay, yeah. So, you know, I went downstairs and all that. But back to the, ooh, is you, oh, hold on. Is you gonna stop wiggling? She's so happy she know how to hold her head up. She just want to turn, look everywhere. Relax, baby, okay? Just relax. So, back to the story. Okay, so yeah, they did all that, and I didn't even feel, like, honestly, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel them. Of course, I didn't feel the pressure. I didn't even feel the pressure. Everyone said, like, oh, you're going to feel this pressure. You're going to feel this. You're going to feel that. But I didn't even feel that. Like, I didn't feel anything. That's why I was so surprised. Like, wow, the baby is out already? What the heck? And when it was stitching me back up or whatever, I didn't feel none of that either. They was like, you're going to feel like your stomach just gonna feel really empty. I didn't feel anything. Maybe they had the medicine up too high. I don't know, but I didn't feel nothing. Nothing. So then after my C-section, they removed the curtain or whatever, and yeah, so they like, okay, now we about to transfer you from the table to like the rollaway bed. So they attempted to do that, but I guess they was like kind of struggling. I don't know. And then I'm like, I can help y'all and I can do it myself. They was looking at me like, what? Is you serious? And then I lifted up and did it. Then they looking at me like, how you feeling? I'm like, I'm feeling good. Like, what you mean? And then they was like, okay. And then they took me down to like the recovery room. I was in there for like, I think 2 hours, maybe an hour. I don't know. I was in there for like 1 or 2 hours, right? And then I guess I had to stay in there just to make sure that I don't have any like reactions to the C-section or the anesthesia or whatever. So I was down there by myself. And in that place, it just looked so scary. It was real dark and gloomy. And then it's like something you see on a scary movie. It was like dark and gloomy. And then the separators, the wall separators, it was only sheets. So I'm like, okay. But I also used that time to like go to sleep and get my rest, because it's like I've been up for like 3 days, right? 3 whole days. 3 whole days. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm finna just go to sleep. So I went to sleep. They wake me up like, okay, it's time to go upstairs. And in between hours, I guess, of being down there, they gave me medicine, and I think they put me back on like the IV. I'm not sure, but they gave me that. Okay, so starting off with my experience, my C-section experience, it wasn't a bad one. It was pretty easy. I'll call it easy. It was an easy experience for me. I remember that the doctors, they came into my room and they just broke it down to me like, okay, Kaylin, you have to get a C-section, an emergency C-section. I'm like, okay, because by that time, it was like day 3 of me being in labor. I was like tired of everything. I was like just so ready to meet my baby, right? So they like, okay, you got to get a C-section. And I'm like, all right. And then also, by that time, they had already broken my water bag. And, you know, I guess it reached the limit. Like, the baby reached this limit of how long she can stay in there without, like, any water or anything. So, yeah, so they decided to give me a C-section because of that as well. And I wasn't progressing. Like, I stopped dilating at 5 centimeters, I think. And they was like, yeah, nothing's working. The Pitocin wasn't working. The oxytocin, that wasn't working either. And they like, yeah, we just gonna have to take the baby out via C-section. So I'm like, okay, because the goal was to do it vaginally. That's how we went into everything, like do it vaginally. And I must mention that I was induced. So if you guys haven't seen my labor and delivery experience video, which is the one above this one, before this one, go check that out, and then y'all can get all the tea on my induction and all of that. What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter? You gonna stay still? No? No, you gonna stay still, okay? Alright. Okay. So after that, they prepped me, you know, they gave me the epidural or whatever, and like 10 minutes later, the doctors or nurses came and rolled me out the room and took me to the operation room. So on my way there, and also when I got there, they just asked me like general questions like, what's your name, how old you are, who's here with you, what's your husband's name, you know, stuff like that, just to make sure that the epidural wasn't making me like loopy, or just to see was I still like in my right frame of mind, pretty much. And another thing, I went in Yeah, I got admitted into the hospital on a Tuesday. Had her on a Thursday. I didn't leave the hospital till that Monday. The next Monday. So I was in the hospital a long ass time. I was in there, it felt like forever. I'm like, oh my God. I was in there forever. I'm like, I missed my baby shower. I missed all that. I mean, my baby shower was on a Saturday, I think. Yeah, it was on a Saturday. I'm still in the hospital, in the bed, all that, like. So yeah, missed the baby shower. I went in, like, my whole pregnancy, I was just so scared of everything. Like, oh my God, I don't want to get an epidural. I'm scared to get a C-section. I hope I can do it vaginally. I hope this, I hope that, blah, blah, blah. I was, like, just very timid of everything. So, for you guys who's watching, who's pregnant or worried about getting a C-section, or if your doctor told you you have to get a C-section because of whatever reasons, don't be scared. It's actually... it's pretty easy. I mean, my recovery was amazing. Like, I got the hospital, right? And I'll say like 2 days later, 3 days later, I didn't even need any medications anymore because I was just feeling that good. Like, so good. And the C-section cut, it was paper thin. It wasn't raggedy. It wasn't nothing. It was like just a straight thin line. I'm like, wow. So I'm thinking it's gonna be like real thick and bulky, bulging, like, but no, it was like just real thin. Real thin. So if you guys have any questions about anything, just comment down below. I will be sure to answer it. Oh yeah, and another thing. I keep forgetting it. So you will be put, a catheter will be put inside you, right? But when they take it out, that don't even hurt. It's just like, you don't feel any, well for me, I didn't feel anything. And I didn't have no anesthesia in me when they took out that catheter. Like, it was just like regular, right? So, I didn't feel anything. Now, the only thing that was like painful is like when all the medication wear off, right? And you trying to get out the bed. Ooh. Ooh. Some people said they couldn't get out of bed at all. I mean, I forced myself to get out of bed. I'm like, nope, because they said if I can't walk by myself, do all this, I won't be able to leave the hospital in like 2 or 3 days, or I can go down to the NICU to see my baby. I must have got up. I turned to Superman to somebody. I'm like, nah, I'm finna go see my baby. I didn't care how much pain I was in. I got up out that bed, made my way down there. Say, hey, I'm feeling good, thank you. I'm telling you, when it comes to your kids, that's another thing. When you have your baby, you just gonna have so much love for your baby. You ain't gonna care about nothing. Like, nothing. Nothing can stop you from getting to your baby. None of that. None of that. None of that. So yeah, guys, that's my labor. Oh, shit. That's my C-section experience, okay? And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Come on, say bye. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. So yeah, see you guys later. So this is my stomach, right? Not that bad. Let me come a little bit closer. This is my stomach. My breast got super huge. It's just the biggest thing on my body. I do breastfeed, so yeah. No scratch, well, let's see. Right here, I guess. Scratch marks. This was my piercing. That was my piercing. I have like a little scratch mark right there. Other than that, I don't have a scratch mark, I guess. And yeah, my stomach is basically flat. It's just a little pudgy. Let me raise it down. Yeah, it's just a little pudgy. So yeah.